Say what you will about the villain, but I really like that they made Sans the bad guy in this movie. It's a really different take, but I like it. Hey guys, I'm here to give you my thoughts on the movie Shazam, which just came out today. Billy Batson is this young teenager who's also a bit of a rebel, and also an orphan, who gets taken in by this very lovely foster family who just wants to make him a very happy little boy. But at the same time, thanks to this wizard, he's given these amazing new powers and becomes the superhero known as Shazam. I don't want to get electrocuted, so I'm just going to call him Captain Sparklefingers. So Billy becomes Captain Sparklefingers, this superhero with super speed, strength, and bullet immunity. Of course, he's also turned into a middle-aged man. But that middle-aged man is Zachary Levi, so pretty awesome. Unfortunately, the supervillain known as Thaddeus Savant, Mark Strong, shows up and wants to steal the powers of Captain Sparklefingers. But why? You'll have to watch the movie to find out. But anyway, I'm here to do a review. A non-spoiler review. Asher Angel and Zachary Levi did such a fantastic job as the teenage Billy and the adult Billy. I thought at first that they were going to have trouble with meshing the development with the two actors and into one character, but it turns out they did a very good job. You honestly can tell that they really are both the same character, and I really like that. Jack Dylan Grazer does an amazing job as Freddie Freeman. He's that really weird, goofy kid who has such a great knowledge of superheroes that I really think I'd become best friends with this kid. And honestly, he was my favorite character in the movie. The rest of the Step family is very nice. Some of them have defining characteristics. Some of them are just characters that show up, which, you know, it would have been nice to have them show a little more character and not just be someone there, but it was alright. You know, the movie wasn't about them. The movie was about Billy and the stepbrother. It was about the two of them learning so much more about each other, growing as characters and brothers. And even though I do kind of wish that there was more with the family, it doesn't ruin the film experience for me, but it does kind of make me wish there was more. Hopefully in the sequel that will do a little more development with him and the family, because one of the biggest tones of the movie is family. Mark Strong does play a decent villain, and even though his motivation is okay, it felt like he was really just a villain to be a villain. Like, you know, when he showed up on screen, he was tough, he was strong, he was menacing, but he was just a villain. He was just a bad guy. And that's okay. You know, he wasn't the strongest part of this film which saved it, and that was the actors and the chemistry between all of these characters. Even the ones that don't really do much. Like, you can tell the chemistry between all of these characters, especially Billy and the rest of the family, are really nice. Even whether it's the little chemistry he has with the others, or the chemistry he has with the stepbrother, or just anything. Like, it's the chemistry between all of these characters are there. And it's really awesome. The only big downside to this film that kind of takes it down a point is the pacing of the story. Is that there are times where the movie drags out certain parts of the film, whether it's, you know, lines or a scene or just the tone of a certain character, and there are other parts where they kind of like speed it up, kind of like make it go quick, which is a big issue for me because it kind of does take me a little time to realize, hey, this character's doing this because of this, and that and that. Again, it doesn't ruin the film entirely for me, but it does kind of take it down a point. I do wish they did a little better job with the pacing, but again, it's the characters and the actors and the chemistry that really saves this film. This film is hilarious. It's sad when it wants to be. It's dark when it wants to be. It's really funny when it wants to be. So, in the end, I really recommend seeing this movie. It's one of the funniest DC films I've seen. That's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. It's a good thing. It's funny. Very funny when it needs to be, and it is dark when it needs to be. So I recommend seeing this film. And I gotta give this movie a 4 out of 5. Really damn great. So I hope you enjoyed this movie, and I'm just super excited for what's more to happen in Shazam. Oh shit, wait. Whatever you do, don't say the word.